I stare at the perfectly arranged dinner table, counting wine glasses like rosary beads. 1, 2, 3, no alcohol for the twins, of course. Everything has to be perfect tonight. Mason's promotion means we can finally afford that family vacation to Europe the girls have been begging for. 17 years of marriage, and he's still climbing that corporate ladder like it's his personal Mount Everest. The pot roast is getting cold. Again. I check my phone, no messages, no calls. Just the echo of empty notifications. Mom? Chloe's voice comes from behind me, soft as a whisper. My 15-year-old stands in the doorway, fingers twisting the hem of her sweater. Something's off. I know that look, the one that says she's carrying a secret too heavy for her shoulders. What is it, sweetheart? She takes a step forward, then back, like she's dancing with indecision. I saw Dad today. At the mall. Oh. I keep arranging the silverware, though I've aligned these forks 3 times already. He was with someone. Her voice cracks. A woman. The fork in my hand clatters against bone china. Shopping for my birthday present, probably. The lie tastes bitter on my tongue. They were kissing, Mom. The world tilts sideways. I grip the back of a dining chair, my knuckles turning white. Through the window, I watch Emma helping the twins out of the car. They must have just gotten back from soccer practice. Their laughter filters through the glass, obscenely normal. Are you sure? I ask, though I already know. Mothers always know, don't we? We just choose when to stop pretending. Chloe nods, tears spilling down her cheeks. She had red hair. And one of those yoga mat bags. I pull her close, feeling her body shake against mine. Over her head, I watch the twins racing up the driveway, their matching ponytails bouncing in sync. Emma follows, phone in hand, probably texting about college applications. My beautiful girls, about to watch their world crack in half. The garage door rumbles. Mason's home. Don't say anything, I whisper to Chloe. Not yet. She pulls back, wiping her eyes. What are you going to do? I smooth down her hair, the same gesture I've made 1,000 times since she was small. But this time, something else moves through me, something cold and sharp and certain. I'm going to serve dinner, I say, and then I'm going to destroy your father's life. The front door opens. Mason's whistling. He has no idea what's coming. The business card feels heavy in my hand, Saracen, private investigator. I've been holding it for 20 minutes. Staring at the embossed letters until they blur together. Emma's voice drifts up from downstairs, helping the twins with their math homework. The normalcy of it makes my stomach turn. Last night's dinner plays on repeat in my head. Mason's practiced smile, the way he complimented the pot roast he barely touched. How his phone kept lighting up with notifications he pretended not to see. 17 years of marriage, and I never noticed how good he was at lying. The knock on my bedroom door startles me. Come in. Emma slips inside, closing the door quietly behind her. Chloe's been crying in her room. I know. The words taste like ash. Are you going to tell me what's going on? She sits on the edge of my bed, looking more adult than any 17-year-old should have to be. Dad's been weird, Chloe won't talk to anyone, and you're up here instead of making your famous Thursday lasagna. I slide the business card into my pocket. Your father and I are just going through some things. Mom. Emma's voice hardens. I'm not stupid. I saw the yoga mat in his car yesterday. He doesn't do yoga. Of course she noticed. Emma notices everything. I wonder what else she's seen while I've been playing Happy Families. My phone buzzes, Mason. Working late again, honey. Don't wait up. The same message he's sent 3 times this week. He's cheating, isn't he? I look at my daughter, really look at her. The set of her jaw, the steel in her eyes. She's already figured it out, probably before Chloe caught him at the mall. I'm handling it, I say, but Emma shakes her head. No, we're handling it. All of us. She pulls out her own phone, showing me a series of text messages. I've been tracking Dad's location for weeks. He goes to the same address every Tuesday and Thursday afternoon. Want to guess what's there? A yoga studio, I whisper. Namaste Wellness Center. Emma's laugh is bitter. Real original, Dad. The door creaks open again. Chloe stands there, eyes red but determined. Behind her, the twins peer around the doorframe, their usual mischief replaced with something harder. We have a plan, Chloe says quietly. I should tell them no. Should protect them from this ugly adult mess. But looking at their faces, my daughters, my warriors, I realize they're already part of the story. Maybe they always were. Tell me, I say, and watch as 4 identical smiles spread across their faces. Mason thinks he's the one with the power to break this family. He's about to learn how wrong he is. Sarah Chen's manila envelope sits between us on the kitchen counter like a loaded gun. The twins are at soccer practice, and Emma's driving Chloe to her piano lesson. The house feels too quiet, too empty, perfect for what's coming. These were taken Tuesday, Sarah says, sliding out photographs one by one. The Namaste Wellness Center has excellent windows. My hands don't shake as I look at them. Mason and his red-headed yoga instructor, their bodies pressed together against her office wall. His wedding ring catches the light in one shot, a detail that feels like a deliberate mockery. Her name is Lana Peterson. 28. Been teaching there for 3 years. Sarah's voice is clinical, detached. They meet Tuesdays and Thursdays, sometimes Saturdays when he claims he's showing houses. I pick up the last photo. They're laughing about something, his hand on her lower back. I remember when he used to touch me like that. There's more, Sarah hesitates. Bank statements, hotel receipts. He's been drawing from your joint savings. Of course he has. The European Vacation Fund, that's what makes me laugh, a sound so sharp it could cut glass. The front door opens. Mason's whistling again, that same tune from last week. He freezes when he sees Sarah. Trinity? What's going on? I slide the photos across the counter. Namaste, Mason. His face drains of color as he looks at them. I can explain. Can you explain the savings account? The hotel rooms? My voice stays steady, surprising me. Can you explain to our daughters why their college fund is paying for your girlfriend's yoga mat? She's not, he stops, swallowing hard. This isn't what you think. Actually, Emma's voice cuts through the kitchen. She stands in the doorway, Chloe beside her. The twins peer around them, their soccer cleats still on. It's exactly what we think. I didn't hear them come in. From Mason's face, neither did he. Girls, please, he starts, but Chloe holds up her phone. We have the texts too, Dad. The ones you deleted from Mom's phone when she was sleeping. Her voice trembles but holds. We've been tracking everything. Mason collapses onto a kitchen stool, his charm evaporating like morning dew. I never meant. I love you all. I love our family. Funny way of showing it, Emma says, and there's something in her tone that makes Mason flinch. I gather the photos, sliding them back into the envelope. The girls and I have discussed this. We have terms. Mason looks up, hope flickering across his face. He thinks there's still a way to fix this, to charm his way out. He has no idea what's coming. Terms? He asks. The girls move to stand behind me, a united front. Terms, I confirm, and begin to lay out our plan. The divorce papers feel like ice in my hands as I watch Emma outline her plan. The girls sit around our kitchen table, our war room now, while Mason sleeps upstairs, unaware of the storm brewing beneath him. He thinks we'll stay with you, Emma says, tapping her notebook. That's his weakness. He's counting on it for the custody arrangement. Avery leans forward, her twin following suit like a mirror. But what if we don't? My chest tightens. Girls, no. I can't let you. Mom. Chloe's voice is soft but firm. You've protected us our whole lives. Let us protect you now. I look at their faces, these daughters I've raised, suddenly showing me steel I never knew they had. The twins exchange those secret glances they've perfected since birth. Emma's jaw is set in that familiar way that means her mind's made up. And Chloe, my sensitive one, looks steadier than I've seen her in weeks. We'll tell the judge we want to live with Dad, Emma continues. He'll be thrilled at first, thinking he's won. But then what? Then we show him exactly what he's losing. Mia grins, a flash of mischief in her eyes. For teenage daughters, all their activities, all their drama, all their needs, and no mom to handle it all. The plan unfolds like a blooming flower of vengeance. Soccer practices. Piano lessons. College applications. Boys. Shopping. Meal planning. The 1,000 invisible threads I've always managed that Mason never noticed. Plus, Avery adds, we know about Lana's gambling problem. My head snaps up. What? Emma slides her phone across the table. Social media posts, credit card statements, online betting receipts, all tied to Lana Peterson's accounts. Dad's not the only one who can track people online. He's been paying off her debts with our college fund. The revelation hits like a physical blow. Not just an affair, he's been financing his mistress's addiction with our children's future. We can destroy them both, Chloe whispers, and for a moment I see something dark flash across her face that scares me. Girls. I start, but Emma cuts me off. Mom, he broke our family. Let us break his fantasy. Upstairs, a floorboard creaks. Mason, probably heading to the bathroom. In that moment, listening to his footsteps above us, I make my decision. Okay, I say, and watch 4 identical smiles spread across their faces. But we do this smart. We do this right. Don't worry, Emma says, and there's something in her voice that reminds me so much of myself at her age, before I learned to swallow my rage. Before I learned to play nice. We've thought of everything. Mason's footsteps fade back to the bedroom. He has no idea what's coming. Neither do I, really, but watching my daughters plan his downfall, I realize I'm not just their mother anymore, I'm their general, and this is war. The courtroom feels smaller than I expected. Mason sits across the aisle, his lawyer whispering in his ear. He's wearing his lucky blue tie, the one I gave him for our 15th anniversary. The irony makes me want to scream. Judge Harrison shuffles through her papers. Regarding custody arrangements. Your Honor, Mason's lawyer interrupts, my client is seeking primary custody of all 4 children. The words hit like a physical blow, though I knew they were coming. Part of the plan. Still, hearing them spoken aloud makes my hands shake under the table. "Mom?" Emma whispers from behind me. I don't turn around. Can't look at them right now or I'll break. Judge Harrison peers over her glasses. "The children are present today?" "Yes, Your Honor," my lawyer responds. "And they'd like to speak." Mason straightens, adjusting his tie. He thinks this is his moment of triumph. I watch his face, memorizing every detail of his confidence before it shatters. Emma steps forward first, her college acceptance letter clutched in her hand. "I choose to live with my father." Mason's smile freezes. Chloe follows, then the twins in perfect synchronization. Each declaration lands like a hammer blow. "I choose to live with my father." The judge raises her eyebrows. Mason's lawyer whispers frantically in his ear, but he waves her off. Of course he does. He thinks he's won. "Well," Judge Harrison says, given the children's clear preference. "Your Honor." Emma steps forward again. "We have evidence of financial misconduct." Mason's head snaps up. I watch the color drain from his face as Emma presents the documents, bank statements, betting receipts, transferred college funds. His perfect world cracking apart in real time. Furthermore, Chloe adds, her voice steady despite her trembling hands, "We have proof of Miss Peterson's gambling addiction, which our father has been financing with our education money." The judge's expression darkens. Mason's lawyer frantically flips through papers, unprepared for this ambush. "Trinity," Mason says, turning to me. "You can't let them do this." I meet his eyes for the first time since we entered the courtroom. "I'm not doing anything, Mason. They're your daughters. You should know them better." His face contorts with something between rage and fear. "This isn't about the girls. This is about you trying to." "No, Dad," Emma cuts in. "This is about consequences. You wanted us? You've got us. All of us. Hope your apartment has 4 bedrooms." Judge Harrison calls for order, but I barely hear her. I'm watching Mason finally understand what's happening, that his perfect escape plan has become his prison sentence. The girls gather behind me, a united front of righteous fury. "Be careful what you wish for," I whisper, just loud enough for him to hear. "You might just get it." Emma's texts arrive like clockwork every hour, each one a fresh wound. Mason's 2-bedroom apartment wasn't meant for 5 people. The girls are sleeping on air mattresses, sharing one bathroom, and making sure Mason knows exactly how miserable they are. "Dad tried to make dinner," today's message reads. "Mia told him she's allergic to garlic now. He's on his 3rd attempt at pasta. I should feel satisfied." This was the plan, make Mason's life hell until he breaks. But sitting alone in our empty house, surrounded by family photos I can't bring myself to take down, victory tastes like ash. The doorbell rings. Lana stands on my porch, mascara streaked down her face. "We need to talk." I consider slamming the door, but something in her expression stops me. 5 minutes. "Mason's losing it," she says, following me into the kitchen. "He called me crying last night. Said the twin switched his hair product with pink hair dye before a client meeting. Sounds like a personal problem. He's drinking. A lot." Lana wrings her hands. "And the gambling. I never meant for him to get involved in that. It started small, just covering a few debts. Using my daughter's college fund." She flinches. "I didn't know where the money came from. I swear." My laugh sounds hollow even to me. "That makes it better?" "No, But she stops, takes a deep breath. The girls are pushing him too far. Yesterday, Chloe invited my entire yoga class to dinner without telling him. 20 people showed up expecting a gourmet meal. He had to order pizza, and Emma made sure everyone knew about us. Good. You don't understand. He's unraveling. This morning he was talking about taking the girls and disappearing. Starting over somewhere else. The room tilts sideways. He wouldn't dare. Wouldn't he? Lana's voice cracks. You've pushed him into a corner. He's lost everything, his reputation, his clients, his savings. The girls are systematically destroying what's left of his life, and he's desperate. My phone buzzes. Another text from Emma, Dad's acting weird. Keeps asking about our passports. The fear hits like a physical blow. What have I done? In my quest for revenge, did I push Mason too far? Create a monster worse than the one I was trying to punish? I should go, Lana says quietly. I just thought you should know. She leaves me standing in my empty kitchen, staring at Emma's text. The house feels different now, not just empty, but ominous. The silence screams with possibilities I never considered. I reach for my phone, hands shaking. But who do I call? The police? My lawyer? The girls? What if trying to protect my daughters has put them in more danger than ever? I find Mason in the parking garage of his apartment complex, shoving duffel bags into his SUV. The girls' passports are clutched in his hand, edges crumpled from his grip. My footsteps echo against concrete, but he doesn't look up. Going somewhere? He freezes. Trinity. The girls texted me. Said you were taking them on a surprise vacation. I keep my voice steady, though my heart hammers against my ribs. Funny, since their passports were supposed to be in my custody. You don't understand. His hands shake as he tries to zip another bag. Everything's falling apart. My clients are leaving. The firm's investigating the missing funds. Lana's threatening to go public. So you decided to kidnap our daughters? It's not kidnapping. The words explode from him. I'm their father. I'm trying to protect them. From what, Mason? The consequences of your actions? He slumps against the car. They hate me. My own daughters hate me. They trusted you. We all did. A car door opens behind me. Emma steps out, followed by her sisters. They must have been waiting, watching. Mason's eyes dart between them, wild and desperate. Girls, get in the car, he says. We're leaving. Starting fresh. No, Dad. Emma's voice is steel. We're not. Chloe holds up her phone. We called the police. They're on their way. The twins move to flank me, a united front. Mason's face crumples, then hardens. This is your fault, he snarls at me. You turned them against me. Taught them to be cruel. No, Mason. I step forward. You did that all on your own. Every lie, every betrayal, every dollar you stole from their future, that was you. Sirens wail in the distance. Mason lunges for the driver's door, but Emma's already there, keys dangling from her hand. Looking for these? His shoulders sag. All the fight drains from him at once, leaving behind something small and broken. I just wanted. He whispers, but can't finish. We know what you wanted, Chloe says softly. But you can't have it anymore. Blue lights flash at the garage entrance. As officers approach, Mason looks at each of his daughters in turn. Really sees them maybe for the first time, not as weapons or shields or possessions, but as people he's lost. "I'm sorry," he says, and for once, I believe him. The girls watch silently as police lead their father away. I reach for them, but Emma shakes her head. "We're okay, Mom," she says, and I hear the truth in it. We did this together. We stand in the empty garage, 5 women forged in fire, while Mason's taillights fade into the night. Sometimes victory tastes like ashes. Sometimes it tastes like freedom. The envelope arrives on a Tuesday, delivered to my office instead of our house. Mason's handwriting, still familiar after everything. Inside, there's a check for the girls' college funds, the full amount he'd taken, plus interest, and a letter I'm not ready to read. At home, Emma's acceptance letters cover the refrigerator like battle medals. Chloe's playing piano again, the music floating through the house like it used to. The twins are planning their high school courses, arguing about which languages to take. "Mom?" Chloe stops playing mid-song. "Dad called today." My hand's still over the dinner preparations. What did he want? To apologize. Again. She runs her fingers over the piano keys without pressing them. He's going to therapy now. Good for him. I mean it, mostly. Emma appears in the doorway, college brochures in hand. He asked if we'd have dinner with him. All of us. The knife in my hand feels heavier suddenly. That's your choice to make. Is it? Chloe asks. After everything? I set the knife down, turning to face my daughters. The twins have materialized too, drawn by the tension in the air like they always are. Revenge was your choice, I say carefully. Forgiveness can be too. But do you forgive him? Mia asks. I think about the unopened letter in my purse. About 17 years of marriage and 4 beautiful daughters and all the ways love can twist into something unrecognizable. I'm learning to forgive myself, I answer finally. For letting anger make my choices. For using you girls as weapons even if you volunteered for the job. We needed to do it, Emma says firmly. He needed to understand. Did he? I look at each of them in turn, my warriors, my conscience, my heart walking around in 4 different bodies. Or did we just need to prove we could hurt him back? Avery fidgets with her sleeve. Maybe both? The piano music starts again, Chloe picking up where she left off. It's a new piece, something complex and beautiful and a little bit sad. We could try dinner, Emma says slowly. Not for him. For us. I nod, feeling something tight in my chest begin to unwind. The letter can wait another day. Right now, there's dinner to make and homework to check and 1,000 tiny moments of normal life to reclaim. Mom? Chloe's voice rises over the piano notes. We're going to be okay, aren't we? I look around my kitchen, at these daughters who chose justice over vengeance, healing over hatred even when I couldn't. We already are. The music swells, filling all the broken places with something new. Something stronger than revenge. Something that feels a lot like grace.